Hi guys. Oh god, I really need to pre-record this. I'm getting really tired of introducing myself every time. Anyways, so yeah, if you still don't know, I'm Martin. I make videos about my life in Germany, photography, tech stuff, and whatever else pops into my head from time to time, some vlogs as well. So if you're interested in seeing any of those videos, make sure to subscribe if you still haven't done it. Hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever I release new videos. Like I already mentioned in my previous video, I've started a podcast with two other expats, James and Cameron. One is from the US living in Albania and one is from England living in Spain. Due to traveling to Bulgaria, I had to miss a couple of episodes and they recorded without me. So this is my follow-up video to the food culture shock episode. If you haven't seen it or you don't know anything about the podcast yet, there's gonna be a link popping up right now here. Make sure to check it out. We are talking about all things expat there. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this video. So I do suggest before watching this video to watch the full episode because I'm gonna just throw some random stuff as an answer. I will try to make it as logical as possible, but the things I'm gonna say are basically based on notes I took while watching the episode. It is also available on every single podcast platform. I will put all the links down in the description, so if you're interested in any of those, you can check them out. First thing I'm going to talk about is, let's see what we have on the list. Breakfast, typical breakfast in Germany. For me, the typical German breakfast is something really terrible. Sorry Germans, this is for me not breakfast. This is a really nice lunch or a really nice dinner, but definitely not breakfast. Having wurst for breakfast, it's out of the question for me. Thank God in most places they've adopted sort of a French type of breakfast where you have some croissants or other things from the bakery with chocolate or jam. This is my type of breakfast and I really like it with a glass of orange juice, but the worst thing is it's too early in the morning for me to eat anything that's so greasy. On the topic of typical German foods, I got invited to a dinner
from my friends Rainer and Luana. You might have seen them in my previous videos. Rainer made sure that the dinner is going to be typical German food.
I had no idea what to expect, or to be fair, I almost had no idea what I was eating, but it was tasty as hell. There was meat, it was boiled, then cooked or something like that as well. There was this really strange thing made of, I think, a mixture of potatoes and wheat. I'm not sure what I ate, but definitely it was good. So if you have the option to try some typical German food, do not hesitate to do it. Just don't do it as a breakfast because it's gonna be really hard. As well as make sure to have a beer on the side to wash it down, because you're gonna get thirsty from German food, definitely, especially for beer. What I miss from Bulgarian food is it's actually a lot of things. Mainly I miss feta cheese. In Bulgaria we have really nice white cheese, it's amazing. The yogurt is also really good. We do have something called glutenica, which is basically peppers and tomatoes smashed and boiled and put in a jar. This is amazing. If you're ever in Bulgaria or run by a Bulgarian store, make sure to buy it. You're not gonna get disappointed. It goes amazing with a piece of freshly baked bread and, for example, some sliced cucumbers and feta cheese. This is one of my favorite snacks, for example, during the summer in Bulgaria. So Cameron mentioned paella in the podcast. I gotta say, when I lived in Spain, I fell in love with paella. It's amazing, it's super tasty, and there are so many kinds of it. Basically, you cannot get bored of it. Problem is, here in Germany I tried eating a paella once in a Spanish restaurant here and I nearly died from food poisoning. I have never had such food poisoning in my life. Basically, I spent the entire night in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet, and I also had to hug a bucket because I was puking as well. It was crazy. I'm pretty sure I looked like one of those possessed people from one of those ghost movies or something. Thankfully, Germany has most of the international kitchens that I like available. For example, Italian, especially here in Nuremberg, and in general in Bavaria. We're very close to Italy, so there are a lot of Italians here, and there are plenty of restaurants where you can get a really nice pizza or some pasta. Another international kitchen that I'm a big fan of is Japanese. This is a bit harder to run by a decent Japanese restaurant here. For example, in Nuremberg, I found a really nice place where they make amazing sushi, but I cannot find in the entire city a decent place where they make good ramen. The closest thing I know is in Frankfurt, and since the restaurant is pretty small and they do serve really good food, it's really hard to get into. You have to call in advance. It doesn't matter which time of the day. There might be even a chance that there are no free tables for you to book. Yeah, the other one is American fast food, burgers, and all of that. This is available pretty much all over Germany, and is one of the few things available to eat 24/7 here, even on a Sunday evening. You have the fast food chains from America available, like Burger King, like McDonald's, KFC, all of those. I think those are actually the only options you have on a Sunday evening where to eat, besides a random dinner shop somewhere. One thing I noticed when going out to grab something to eat with Germans, for example, like colleagues from work for lunch or for dinner, Germans rarely order something to drink while eating, which was really strange for me. And you can, if you have a table where you have mixed people, like half are German, half are foreign, you can easily distinguish which are the foreign ones because they ordered something with their drink, like a Coke or soda or something like that. The only time I've seen Germans order something to drink while eating is during some beer fests or when they're in a beer garden. And to be honest, I don't think they order it because they are eating. I think they order food because they're drinking. I think there is a big difference between the two situations. Yeah. So I guess this pretty much covers my video response to the podcast episode. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments which are your biggest food culture shocks that you experienced abroad, in the country that you are currently living, or in a country that you visited just as a tourist. I would really like to hear your stories. And as always, if you still haven't done it, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, you know the deal, thumbs up if you like this video, leave comments, ask questions, I'll try to answer all of them. Thanks for watching and see you on my other videos, guys. Bye!